Welcome back to another episode of Run Faster, where today we're yet again not talking about why stretching is bad, but it's evil. You should never do it. It's going to make you weaker.
Instead, what we're talking about is going to be drills. Specifically, we're focusing this time on skip drills. So we'll tell you the three main functions of a skip drill and why almost every runner should be doing them.
Absolutely. Skip drills are very important.
They're super important. That's a good point.
Extremely important.
Yeah. Way to nail that one home.
Skip drills are really important for developing not only flexibility, but actually they develop your neuromuscular function and the way that your muscles fire to enhance that speed and actually make you lighter on your feet.
They make your body react with the ground, but they make your body springier. If you make it further every step, you're running faster.
So the way that you run faster is by having less contact time with the ground. The less time your foot is on the ground, the faster you're actually moving.
And the less time both your feet are on the ground, definitely the faster you're moving.
Well, technically, I think you're flying at that point.
Yeah, that's true. Helping yourself mechanically, and you're increasing your range of motion or flexibility, like we said.
Precisely. So skip drills, generally when you start a warm-up, this is when you implement those, or at the end of a long run or something, just to make sure that your muscles are firing correctly. It really helps recruit more muscle fibers to make you stronger, faster, more flexible, all that great stuff. But there's a couple ways that you want to go about it.
Switch hands here quick. Arm's getting tired. Come on. So let's start with the cadence and why just getting that natural pop off the ground from that cadence is so important. The nice thing about the rhythm, actually getting into that rhythm with the skip drills, is because it allows you to focus a little bit more, once you have the rhythm down, on the range of motion stuff that you add on top of the skip drill. So the two things that the skipping part does is, first, that's the ground reaction. That's the springiness that you have.
Yep.
And then the cadence just kind of helps you fit in the range of motion stuff.
You do want to make sure that you keep everything actually within your own limits, and eventually after developing that flexibility, that range of movement, and obviously getting better with the rhythm side of things, you'll advance to where you need to be. So what you actually do want to do when you start out is start out with some very basic, actually just walking versions of what those skip drills would be.
Yeah, so you'll build up that range of motion. You'll see right here that Todd is stretching out that range of motion on the upper end, which will lead into one of our first skips that we'll show you in just a minute.
Absolutely. So this is what's called an A skip. It's actually a type of plyometric drill.
Mm-hmm. So you're getting your body's ground reaction there, of course, like we keep mentioning, and then you're also working the hip flexor, which is going to help get your knee drive up and, again, mechanically make it so that you can make it further every step.
Exactly, and it's also important here, when you do start to advance and get that range of motion, is to actually bring your toe up towards your knee. So it's looking at with a nice little angle there in the
dorsiflexion.
Dorsiflexion, thank you very much. It's creating a nice angle at the ankle. Angles at the ankles.
Angles at the ankles, yeah. Switch hands again. That dorsiflexion, I'm not 100%, but I think that dorsiflexion, that's mostly just so that when you're coming back down, you fire it better, right?
Exactly. It's a nice, smooth motion as your feet are coming through, connecting with the ground, and then pushing off.
Mm-hmm. Cool, and so the next one that we're going to go into is the B skip, in which we do the same kind of high knee raise, which is still firing that hip flexor, but then we extend the leg out, and what that does is it actually gives you the chance to fire your hamstring at an extended...
Get a little shaky there, mate.
Yeah, my arm's getting tired. To fire your hamstring at an extended point, which is good. Anytime you're activating your muscles at a point of extension, you're actually building longer muscles rather than just taking the muscle fibers that you have and pulling them, which is what stretching is.
Exactly, and it's really important to note here, the way that the hamstring snaps back down, we are using the entire hamstring to pull the lower leg back towards the body, and then your glutes are firing right as your foot does hit the ground in order to drive you off the ground again.
Mm-hmm. And so one of the ways that I kind of think about it is making sure that when you're at that extension, you're focusing on that firing your leg back down into the ground. And that's kind of true of both the skip drills. It's just going to help you become more mechanically appropriate, I guess, every step in the skip.
Exactly. And over time, these strengths, these plyometric, these range of movement exercises are actually going to develop and make you a better runner, make you more athletic, and make you more efficient on your feet, so you can not only run longer, but you can run faster for longer.
So try to build these into your regular weekly schedule. If you can get these in once or twice a week, it's going to do tons of stuffs. Stuffs is a good word.
All the things.
All the things.
And stuffs.
Yeah, so you'll just be better.
And we're all about making you more better.
Yep, way better.
All right.
Bingo.
Dango.
I'm not going to say manga. Dang, I said it.
All right, and our arms are getting sore over here, so Next time we'll try and get a stand so things aren't quite as shaky. Oh, that's in.
Next time we'll break down things a little bit more for you and kind of go into other drills that still work on the same range of motion, functional, mechanical, magic.
It's all about that magic.
All right, so stay tuned. We'll try to get a video out to you again next week. And until next time, subscribe, like, comment, thumbs up, C's.
Go Cougs.
Go Cougs.
Do you want to...